For that, we'll come back to you for a final word before we wind down. But for the time being, let's get a better sense in terms of what's going on in dealing rooms. On our special segment, D-Street Chatter, Nimesh is with us. It's 3 p.m. today. Nimesh, what are you picking up? I mean, clearly some bit of concern, a little bit of jitteriness in the markets. How are you reading it?
You know, it's tough market. You know, that's been the trend for the last many days. If you look at today's move, we virtually given up all of yesterday's gains. But the big difference is yesterday, the only sector which helped us rally was IT. Today there is broad-based selling. So while on the up move, only few stocks did well, but on the downtrend, many of the stocks are underperforming today. So today it's hitting the portfolio of not only traders but for investors as well. That's the overall feedback. I don't have too much of a handle on the flows today, but at least the feedback is there's going to be a small market at close selling basket at a leading FID. So might see some selling pressure towards the last half an hour of trade. That's the overall feedback. As you rightly pointed out, the big sector underperformance is coming in banking, and that's where a lot of retail position was there, and that looks like it's unwinding now. Whether it's not in the PSU banks but also in the private bank stocks, there is a bit of pressure in today's trade. Having said that, I've been saying consistently for the last many days now that we're stuck in a very narrow range between 17,800 and 18,300. So that has to break on either side for a big decisive move. I guess today for a change, there is a bit of sector churn happening. So pharma is standing out today. A lot of pharma stocks are buzzing in trade. On the other side, a lot of Adani stocks are under pressure. Banks are under pressure. So it looks like it's more of retail pressure than the overall institutional pressure. But still, the feedback is there's going to be a small market at close basket selling from a leading FI.
Okay, all right. And Nimesh, I think the only glimmer of hope is at least the mid-cap index is down only around 0.5%, while the Nifty is down close to around 1%. So let's see how that goes. So there'll be plenty of stocks that are unfocused, right? What are you picking up?
So in terms of individual names, the first stock on my list today is IEX. While the markets are down today, that stock is marginally in the green. I believe some bit of buying traction is back in this particular stock. And there is a bit of general interest among the larger institutions. So that's IEX in today's trade. The volumes are expected to be on a higher side today. That's the first one. The second stock is BCL. We normally don't talk about this stock. Yesterday the stock was locked at 20% upper circuit. Today again it's buzzing in trade. There is a board meet scheduled on 12th of January for fundraising, and I believe some large HNI investors are likely to participate through preferential issue, and hence that stock is buzzing in trade. And the last stock is Bajaj Finance. It's been a mysterious pain for a lot of domestic investors, been a big underperformer, and I believe for the last many days the underperformance is largely because one of the leading domestic mutual fund who hold a large chunk has been on the sell side, and hence that stock is under pressure.
Nimesh, for that, let's invite Abhiram Elliswarupu, the head of India Equity at BNP Paribas India. He's with us on the show now. Abhiram, after